Hey.
Oh, that's how they started it?
We gonna get that belt. Get that belt. We gave you that belt.
Look like Michael Jackson.
But you said it look like Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Hey.
Damn, Jesse, what I think they was starting?
Hey, without further ado, man.
Damn,
Welcome.
Oh, we
To Check the Stats podcast.
Hold up a second.
Talk your pippin', brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's service. Here we mourn the life of the Los Angeles Chargers, who heroically, tragically, and fatefully passed away this Saturday evening.
tired.
Before we view the body and really assess everything, I just want to allow this man to express himself to the best
Y'all
of
want me
his
to
abilities.
say? Wait, y'all want me to go first? Y'all want me to speak first?
I just want you to opening thoughts, opening remarks, opening
We
prayers.
finna get into it. I'm gonna let y'all talk first. Y'all
All right, but
Texas
hey,
fans.
man.
Y'all good.
Hey, welcome to episode 36 of Check the Stats podcast, man. I'm your host, T. Cal. Here to the left, I got my co-host, Texans fan, better ass member, my boy Versi, man. And here to the right,
Tired.
I think the silence does enough, man.
Okay.
We got the lone Los Angeles Chargers fan, bandwagon, Justin Herbert lover.
Nigga say
We
bandwagon.
got Sandman.
Y'all funny as hell. Hey, but what's good with y'all, man? First topic, Texas versus the Chargers recap. I'm gonna let them go ahead and speak they half, and I'll go last. I ain't tripping.
Hey, but the starters, man, I'm gonna start it off. I don't think I was ever expecting a game of that magnitude from our offense. I'm not gonna lie. Our defense played the tail off. I mean, we came into the game, we already was expecting for the Texans to come out there, swarm up that boo-boo offense. Like I said, for months prior, you can go back and check the film videos to prove that I done been called the Chargers frauds, pretenders, cheeks, anything of that nature to say that they're not a real contending team. Justin Herbert. Man. We got a topic about you, brother. I'm going to save you for later in the episode. But boy, you was boo-boo. I mean, he was, hey. I think we can all three agree that he had the worst quarterback performance by far this wild card weekend. Even surpassing Sam Darnold's Monday night performance. Can we agree? I think 4 interceptions. I mean, pick 6. I mean, I think that's pretty bad. I think that could take the cake. Number 1 worst performance for a quarterback this whole wild card. Can we all admit to that?
I'm crying.
No, I'm asking. I'm very asking the question.
Oh, weak as
No,
hell.
answer. Answer.
Oh, you answering?
Hey, both of y'all. I just want y'all both to
I think
answer.
that's fair.
I mean, Sam Darnold played like shit yesterday.
No, but we asking who had the worst quarterback performance this wild card weekend.
Go
That's
ahead
my
and
question.
do
I'm
your
asking.
shit. Go ahead and do your
Can
shit.
you answer?
Go ahead and talk your shit so I can go. Please.
So you can't
please.
answer my one question I'm
Oh
asking.
yeah, he played. Yeah, I said he played bad. I've been said that.
I said the worst.
he played the worst.
Worst.
I just said that. Did I not just say
No,
that?
you did. You was ignoring that.
I just said he played the worst, like twice.
Okay,
That's my second time saying that shit.
That's all I need to know. Man, I don't think Chargers fans, Omari, Deion Sanders.
Why are you telling these niggas my full name?
Anybody in the world would never expect.
Who is he? The Fed? What the fuck wrong with him? Hey, bro, what the fuck wrong with you? Lamont? Hey, boy, you crazy?
My middle name, man. Hey, anyway. Hey, we going,
Lamar?
Derek Stingley Jr. I think you need to hold on to this for a little bit because he had 2 game balls going home.
You can keep that right there.
Herbert gave him his Christmas gift. Mm-hmm. A little late. It was a little late in January, but he gave him his Christmas gift, man.
I thought Lamar gave y'all Christmas gift. My fault.
Outside of Lad McConkey, you know who his second leading receiver was?
Will Disley.
Charles? Any guesses?
I just said Will Disley.
No.
It was Will Disley.
His second lead receiver, Derek Stingley Jr. Because he had more interceptions. Hey, he I can't say the words that I want to say right now because I didn't expect this out of the Texans. Who in their right mind thought that C.J. Stroud with playing as bad as what he did prior to starting up that game, to a 3rd and 16 fumble snap to rejuvenate or to I don't know what happened when he fumbled that snap and threw that pass to Hutchinson, but it flipped a switch in him where it kind of brought him back to rookie year CJ, more confident CJ. He took charge of that game. Nico kind of finally realized. I mean, Nico, he been nice, but CJ realized we got the top 3 receiver in the game, and should we utilize him as such? 7 catches, 122, a touchdown. I mean, the Charger defense, they came in. They was a top scoring defense in the National Football League. They were the top 5 unit in the National Football League, and CJ carved them up. He carved them up. Joe Mixon. Once we got that pass game going, once CJ finally started utilizing his legs, which I've been asking for weeks. Shoot, me and Charles watched the end together. I mean, shoot, almost had a heart attack over there screaming because bro, that pick he threw, Versey. Hey,
that one they called back. I say, what the hell? Derwin James clamped that shit up. That was a pick.
Nah, it's okay.
It was a pick, bro. It's okay. He caught that out.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it long. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, and I'm gonna pass this to Charles. The better team won. The better quarterback won. The better head coach won. The better defense outperformed the worst defense, which was yours. And it's safe to say that y'all got a lot of improvement for this offseason. And
I've been saying that the whole year, though. So it's he's just now peeping that. We don't do excuses around this part.
When you come in as 3-point favorite, you don't get excuses for why you get that ass toe up. And with him, that's all he like to do is make an excuse on why something didn't go his way. And unfortunately for John Harbaugh and
Jim Harbaugh, my nigga. John Harbaugh is the Baltimore Ravens coach.
Either or.
Get your shit together.
Any Harbaugh, y'all going home. It was nice knowing you. You talked all that crap last week. And make sure you ain't forget my brother.
Hey, I'm crying. I did not talk shit.
Derek seemed to get you 2 of these for souvenir. So
you can keep this, brother.
Charles, you go ahead.
Man, what a performance by that defense. Honestly, I'm kind of a little underwhelmed with what our offense did, if I'm being honest. And only because we got 2 total touchdowns. One of them was basically in garbage time, and the other was basically in the middle 8, right before the end of the first half. But other than that, I was really surprised and overall pleased with what the team provided. The defensive line, I told y'all from the jump last episode, the game was going to be decided in the trenches. And whoever won that trench battle was going to end up winning the game. And honestly, y'all was doing fairly well in the beginning of the game on the defensive side of the ball.
And we was doing good defense the whole game, but to the second half.
But a defense can't hold off for that long.
Nah, they can't.
Without your offense producing. Y'all had prime opportunities. Y'all had a great opening drive and walked away with 3. Y'all got a turnover on the first offensive play of the game and couldn't gain a single first down. Y'all had the ball inside enemy territory, went for it on 4th down instead of taking the points, and y'all walked away with nothing. Y'all best play, I heard it on the broadcast, even when y'all do something right, y'all end up having it happen in the wrong way.
Yep.
First down, sack. Second down, sack. Third down, 80-something yard touchdown. And then y'all try to kick the extra point, and that mug get blocked and taken to the crib for 2.
That was crazy.
Nah, it was insane. I did not expect Justin Herbert to play as terrible as he did. But hey, thank the Lord that he did. CJ showed me something. I think he proved that he's still one of those guys to the mass public.
Yep.
For the offensive line to play, at least on our side, as poor as they did, I think they did a relatively decent job against the likes of Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa. At least what you would expect from them. Shout out to Alshire for still playing with that level of reckless abandon. Shout out to Stingley. We already know what's already understood, don't need to be said. I got to show much more praise to Lassiter because as impressive as it was for Stingley to have 2 picks and one of them a game clincher, Lassiter didn't give up a single catch. He shut that entire side of the field down. As far as the Chargers go, I'll be real. This was a decent season for y'all, but at the same time, it hurts to leave with such a
Sour taste.
Yeah, like the difference between, like y'all could say the same thing about the Broncos, but the difference between the Broncos is like the Broncos wasn't expected to be in a position of like, hey, we're realistically going to have a chance of having a top tier quarterback do this, that, compete for a chance to make some shake in the playoffs. The Chargers has someone else seen as a top 5 quarterback in the NFL in a lot of other people's eyes.
Right.
And with those expectations and with that level of coach that's turned a rework or a rebuild into a revitalized organization and culture, that's going to be a hell of a culture to try to maintain in the offseason.
Yeah.
With that way that season ended. So, good win for the Texans. I'm excited to see more. For the Chargers.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Like, the offseason? Like, what you mean?
Well, that sour taste is, it's bad once you get that sour taste in your mouth. You just got to find a way to get rid of it.
They'll come back better. I ain't worried
You gotta
about
pop it out your mouth, man.
Whoa. What in the fuck did he just tell me to do? Great win by the Texans. I mean, I can't even be mad. I didn't expect us to. I was honestly like nervous, like going into the game. I already knew like their defense was like that. I mean, we all did. Now, did I expect them to perform that way? No, I did not. I expected the D line to. I didn't know like the secondary was gonna go crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, y'all are going against a rebuild team, and y'all did what y'all should do. That is a rebuild team. That is a rebuild team, and everybody can admit that. Don't sit there and do it. Let's be real. Like, we can't. Well, what makes you think we were an elite team? How in the hell?
Wait,
whoa. No, I'm talking now. You had your moment.
Hey.
What makes you think? And I never said that. I never said that our offense could compete with y'all defense. I never said any of that. I knew our offense was mid. I've been saying that all season. I've been saying Greg Roman is a problem. I've been saying that. I've been saying our O-line isn't that good. So,
I don't think Greg Roman.
But what does that mean, though? Like,
what you mean? What I mean?
No. Before he go, did he not choose the Chargers to win the game despite?
Yes, I did. I thought it was gonna be a close game. I did.
Charles. So did he not choose the Chargers to win that game? Yes or no?
I said yeah.
And despite everything he just said, which he said weeks prior to this game, and he knew that, he still chose his team to win, correct?
Hell yeah.
So now all of a sudden he loses the game. Now you beat a rebuild team. You beat a team with a shaky line. They had no weapons. They had that.
I mean,
but he chose this team to win, right?
I did, and I'll do it again.
So how is that's not even making sense. No, because you're making excuses on why y'all lost.
Did you pick your team to beat the Ravens?
Huh?
Did you pick your team to beat the Ravens that week when y'all played the Ravens on Christmas?
That's random, though. We talking about...
Oh, man. It's random when it comes to me, but when it comes to him.
Bro, this is the NFL playoffs and we played head-to-head.
That's cool. And I've been telling you since the summer that these niggas is in a rebuild.
Bro,
what are you talking about?
You chose your...
Okay, I know I did.
You chose your team, and you knew y'all was in a rebuild, and you knew how shaky your line was. You knew how bad your weapons were. You knew all that.
I've been saying it all season.
Okay, but you still chose them, though.
So now
that you lost...
Am I not supposed to choose
I'm not saying...
He clowned me when I ain't choose Texas to win.
No, I'm not saying you weren't supposed to choose your team, but I'm saying
look at my face, bro.
But I'm saying
you see where this shit going? In that ear? Out there.
But I'm saying now
that shit done went into the vent over there.
But now that his team lost, now all of a sudden it's excuse.
It's an excuse. I've been saying that since we lost games. What are you talking about?
But you chose your team to win.
I did. I'm supposed to.
So now that your team lost, now you got an excuse why your team lost?
What? I'm pointing out the obvious what happened.
But you chose them to win despite you knowing all this prior before the game.
Stop. Just stop talking.
Charles, am I not making sense? If I'm not making sense, Charles, if I'm not making sense, I'll be quiet right now. Am I making sense? Yes or no?
Do you understand where I'm coming from though? Have I not been telling y'all this all season?
We understand that, but you chose them.
Check this out.
Yeah, facts.
He is in a position of, okay, I've been saying this whole time. We not really like that. We just happen to make the playoffs in a rebuilding year, correct?
That's why yes.
But you have a level of pride about your team that just made you
have the same thing.
Well, yeah, we got the same thing, but the thing between us and you is one, we won and y'all didn't.
Right.
But two,
that's cool.
We weren't oblivious.
What?
No, check this out. If you weren't oblivious.
Right, but I may have said we was gonna win, but I said it was gonna be a close game. I knew the game was, I said it was gonna be a gritty ground and pound game, right? I know I said that.
You did.
I did say that. I knew we was gonna struggle. I knew y'all defense was good.
But you
I
said
knew
y'all
our
gonna
offense.
No.
Yeah.
But check this out.
I thought
though.
Cameron Dicker was gonna say today or some shit.
But check this out though. You knew all of those things.
Yeah.
So why did you choose the opposite result?
Why would I choose y'all team to win? Why would I not have faith in my own team? Y'all got faith in y'all team.
We
right?
got faith in our team, but we can admit to the flaws we got.
I've been admitting the whole what? I've been admitting the flaws.
You
all
admitted to
year.
the flaws, yes. You admitted to the flaws, yes. You did.
I've been admitting all year what
You
the problem
did.
is. I've been admitting the problem. But anyway, it's cool. They won. Good game, you know what I'm saying? Herb, man, you got to do better. You got to do better. We're going to talk about that. But I don't expect us to literally compete with an elite team. I mean, we played every good team we played this year, we've lost. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was by a field goal, whether it's by a few points, whether it was by a blowout. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I didn't expect us to just, like, you know what I'm saying, go out here and whoop on these boys. You know what I'm saying? I already knew it was going to be a tough game. I feel like what y'all need to focus on, though, man, get some more weapons for that boy Herb, get better O-linemen, interior O-linemen at that. We could not stop that interior defense, their D-line. We cannot stop their D-line at all, at all. So
That was shocking because wasn't that supposed to be a strength though?
What?
Wasn't that supposed to be like y'all strength, the O-line?
No, hell no. We only have two good O-linemen, Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt. That's
But
it.
those are edge guys. Like those are supposed to
We have
contain those
interior,
edges.
we have Bradley Bozeman. He's one of the worst ranked centers. I'm sorry, Bradley, if you see this. We have him at center. He's one of the worst ranked centers in the league. And then we had a third stringer because Trey Pipkins got hurt, and then our other starter got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Pickett was so bad this year.
Yeah, he was bad too. You know what I'm saying? So it was no helping that. You know what I mean? But to the Chargers, man, hey, you know what I'm saying? What was it? Wait, what was our record?
11-6.
11-6.
Yeah, hey, y'all finished the season with 11 wins. That's way better than where y'all came from these past seasons. So, I mean, I look forward to an improvement. We made the year we got counted out, we made the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect us to make the playoffs. I didn't expect us to do this good this year. But, hey, y'all proved me wrong. So,
I'll keep it short, sweet with Omari point because I don't want it to sound like I'm just bashing him. I'm just the truth teller. I called y'all pretenders, which at the end of the day I was right because.
And I say I agree.
No.
with you.
I'm not. It's nothing against
I
you.
agree
I'm saying
with you.
I'm not saying nothing against you. I'm saying my point. I said they were pretenders weeks in advance,
Right.
and I said we were pretenders weeks in advance. It just so happens y'all were the worst of the pretenders. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, the Chargers, they overachieved for sure. I can say that
overachieved, most
they
definitely.
overachieved. Nobody expected the Chargers to make the playoffs, so it was a very impressive year, like I said. But when you make it to the playoffs and you're favored to win the game and you lose, I just can't give you the benefit of the doubt of your situation because at that point, the odds bettors and all that, they made that line knowing every deficiency that
And
y'all had prior going into that game.
Which is dumb because
No, but we were playing.
y'all was
worse than
playing
y'all
was playing
We playing
horrible,
worse
but
than
it's
y'all.
just like
No,
I don't
the
understand.
whole
I don't
Rex
understand why
Ryan
they did
said
that.
it was a bye week for them. Like the whole United States of America was shocked when the Texans won that game.
Yeah.
So
I don't know why. Like CJ has weapons. He has Joe Mixon. The man has Dalton Schultz. The man has Nico Collins, one of the best receivers in the damn league. And then y'all bench weapons are better than ours. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no comparison at all. Like, her only weapon is Lad. And that's what I be trying to tell people, bro.
Yeah,
This man,
for as bad as like our injuries have been in wide receiver, I can sit up here and admit the grass isn't always green on the other side. Quentin Johnson has so many targets and none of them resulted in a catch.
No,
like he
bro.
dropped every single pass that game.
bro.
So
Will
like, that's
Disley,
terrible.
the play that Will Disley was supposed to catch that ball, he looked this way. The ball hit him in the hands. Like, he tried to take off before the ball was in his hand. I'm just like, damn, that was a crucial play. You could have got a first down, but he dropped it.
And for as good as Lad played, he dropped one that turned into a pick six.
nah,
It was a bad throw.
I sent you the screenshot.
I remember that.
Herb, that ball was
Hot.
it was hot. It was hot. It was coming in hot. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he threw the ball. I paused it and zoomed in. The ball went through his hands, but it just came at him too fast.
But
And
as a receiver, what's the rules? If your
you supposed to
hands
catch
get on it,
you supposed to catch it.
That's
your
a
hands.
rule.
I ain't gonna, cause it bobbled. It bobbled a little bit, so he could have caught it, but he just didn't. So it happens. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but you know, short and sweet. Chargers, good season, man. Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all will rebuild. Y'all will retool. Hopefully, y'all get better next year so we can tear that ass up again. And you know, next year in the playoffs. And without further ado, Mark, let's keep it rolling to the next topic, which is
On to the next topic, man. Hey, did Sam Darnold play his way out of a contract?
absolutely. Sam Darnold was, like I said prior to this game, and Charles? Was I not one of the first people to say the Vikings, they could be something, but I don't know about Sam Darnold. Was I not? I just want everybody to be
He was
alright.
questioning him for sure.
I questioned him from the get-go, despite how good he was playing. And then even close towards the end of the year, I chose them to win that game just off the fact that Detroit defense was abysmal prior to that last week of the season. Nobody expected Detroit to go out there and play like that. But Sam Darnold, I mean, 6 of his 9 sacks that he received, which 9 sacks is insane. I'm not going to sit there and like the line didn't have his best day, but they gave him 4.44 seconds in the pocket. That's a lot of time in the NFL. So it just like I think Sam Darnold, his case was he was holding on to that ball way too long, not making decisions. He was unsure about himself. They were throwing different looks at him. He was unsure about which. And I heard something that was real funny today. It said you could take. He said you can take the player out of the Jets, but you can't take the jet out the player.
Damn.
And it's funny. It's funny because at the end of the day, he ended up going back to just Sam Darnold. I mean, it was a real disappointing way to see him potentially. I mean, he probably realistically just played himself back on another 1-year deal.
Damn.
There's no way a team can see that performance and be like, I'm gonna give you 2-3 years. Give you something like a Baker Mayfield level contract, 3 years, about $70 million a year, about $50 million guaranteed. No team in their right mind would give him that guaranteed money. So,
Damn.
I think he played his way out of it his last 2 games, and I think any team that is stupid enough to give him a long-term contract is, I mean, front offices should be questioned. I mean, leadership should be questioned because there's no way that you see this guy perform in the clutches of moments. This team was 14-3. I mean, 14-3, and you get blown out like that on national television, prime time. You the only game on Monday,
That's crazy.
and you can only put up 9 points.
That shit was crazy.
I mean, that was
with elite weapons at that.
And a defense that carried you for the most part of the season.
What?
Sam Darnold gets no passes, no excuses whatsoever. I know he had some guys banged up. He had some guys that was on the injury report.
Yeah.
I mean, left tackle, Darisaw, he missed the rest of the year, which is a big loss. I mean, he was one of the best left tackles in the league prior to his injury.
Yeah.
But it's the NFL. NFL, people going to get injured. That's just the name of the business. And despite him being injured for so long, they've been a pretty good unit. So I was very disappointed what I seen with Aaron Donald. I say Aaron Donald. What I seen from Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, I mean, if I'm Minnesota, me personally, I'm really gonna take that look and like, I know we real competitive with you, but we got JJ McCarthy here, cheaper.
When is he coming back?
I mean, he should be back.
He'll be
next year.
back next year.
Damn.
So they got a real decision to make
Bro
about.
look completely different. I seen the video, I was like,
I mean, shoot, 9 months to do it to you.
Yeah.
he looked so mad.
Sure, I'll be mad too. Shoot, my team went 14-3, made it to the playoffs, and I mean, Lord, no, I mean, you can only imagine the thoughts going through your head. You supposed to go there to be the franchise-saving guy, and this guy, you don't want to hate on nobody, but it's only human nature to be like, well, dang, like that's my job, and it looks like he got it pretty secured in the bag, and then all of a sudden it's like he kind of unraveling and giving JJ McCarthy that room or opportunity to be like, well,
To get traded?
instead of not trading.
They not trading.
They was like, you know what? Like before, we were gonna be a little like easier letting him in, like kind of give him let him develop a little more. But like now they might throw him in that fire, and especially to see all the quarterbacks that went this year and play the way that they did with Bo Nick, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams. I mean, Michael Penix.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a real good quarterback class, and you got a quarterback just sitting on ice coming off an injury. I mean, shoot. Hey, Sam Darnold, you might have just played your way out of Minnesota. I'm not going to say out the league because there's a couple of teams that may need your services, but
The Jets. might
That
need
3 to
Justin
4
Herbert.
year deal, man. You lost that one on the table. You might be a 1 year pony.
Man, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. It's hard. The league is so unfair and uncruel. Not uncruel. The league is so cruel. Like, well, picture this: you as a quarterback have had a tumultuous career for the starters. You went to the Jets and you basically were seeing ghosts because of how terrible you've been playing. Like, you made a meme out of you. You go to all these different destinations: Carolina, San Francisco. Then you find your way into Minnesota one way or another. An opportunity opens up for you. You take it, and you lead your team to a 14-2 record heading into Week 18 to win the NFC, to have home field advantage. You do all of that just to get to that point and have the worst 2-game stretch of your career in the biggest moment of your life. That's cruel. That is something that is tough about the NFL, because like stuff like that happens where it could just change the trajectory of your career. At one point in time, at the beginning of the season, he was in MVP talks, albeit early, but I mean, for what it's worth, he deserved it. But now he's in a position where it's like, okay, if I win against the Lions, or if I just do relatively well against whoever I play in the playoffs, we know that being the Rams, that he'll get a contract that's generational wealth, generational money. Not to say that he hasn't made it off of his rookie deal, but still. The problem is when you go out and have 8 quarters of football played and you only put up 1 touchdown, when you go out there and have, I just found this out today, he lost 82 yards in sack yardage against the Rams yesterday.
He got sacked like 19 times, I think, huh? Not 19. Wait, my bad. He was pressured. He was pressured 19 times. I'm sorry.
Hey, bro.
He got
God damn.
my fault.
Hey,
My
it felt
fault.
like it too.
But he got sacked a lot.
He lost 82 yards in that one game alone, just in sack yardage. Apparently, that is the most yards lost to sacks in a decade. So, like, 82 yards is crazy. That's damn near the entire football field. So, you know that all of them sacks are not on you. Getting sacked that many times is definitely a problem for the O-line, but some of those is getting rid of the ball faster, or stop being frantic, or just taking a sack instead of it being a sack of 10 yards, it could be a sack of like, okay, maybe 2 or 3 or 4. He played so bad that he might have played himself out of $100 million plus deal. And it sucks because he played so well this season, and it's going to be summed up by the Vikings being the first 14-win team to not go host a playoff game and then get knocked out of their first and only playoff game of the season. So it's really tough. Sam Darnold, I hope, because he's going to find a spot on the roster. When you play that damn well, you're going to get as many chances as, I mean, look at Carson Wentz. He's still getting chances based off of his 1 year in Philadelphia. But Sam Darnold, he's going to find himself possibly on the starting roster somewhere. But if I'm Minnesota, I'm hesitating giving him a long-term contract just because I want to see what I could get out of J.J. McCarthy. I want to see what I'm working with. If he develops into the caliber quarterbacks that we've already seen from this draft class, then who knows what the sky's the limit for Minnesota as an organization. And you already seen what you could get out of what very may well be the best year of Sam Darnold's career, not only now, but in the future. So it sucks, but
Hopefully he's been developing since he's been like hurt. I know he can't like practice anything, but hopefully he just been, paying attention, been at practice, just watching, like taking hints, points, and everything like that.
oh yeah.
So
The mental reps, and I'm
mental
pretty
reps.
sure Sam is giving him as much knowledge as he possibly can too. So yeah.
Nah, but yeah, Sam Darnold, he played horrible. He had his QBR rating, bro, was a 13.6, completion 62.5, pass yards 245, and he had 1 touch. When I did watch the game, when I was watching the game, he looked a little frantic, and he just looked scared. He didn't look confident back there, man. And it sucks, man. It like they just said, he had an amazing season. Then you get to the playoffs, and damn, yeah. I looked at like when I was watching him, I was like, damn.
Wait, what was his QBR? Not me,
16. My bad, bro. 13. I'm sorry. 13.6.
Sheesh.
13.6. Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like Dak Prescott. of last year, where he had a relatively good season by his standards, and then all we remember him for is, damn, he got your ass beat by Jordan Love in his very first playoff game.
I think a little more recent, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I was just like, when I was watching that game, I was just like, damn. I was like, this is how Herb felt going against the Texans probably. Like,
Yeah, but Herb, he got the benefit of the doubt where it's like he already secured his bag. Like they gave him the long term.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying like just like scrambling all, like he trying to make a play happen, but it's like he didn't look as frantic as Sam did, but it's just like he was just trying to make something happen. And I was just like, damn, he can't do nothing.
But not even that. It's just like Justin Herbert is a franchise quarterback. For as bad as he's played, y'all ain't looking to get rid of him because of one bad performance. Sam Darnold's history, along with him wetting the bed in the biggest moment of his career, is what's going to limit his opportunities of getting a long-term contract, a multi-year deal, where now people are going to think about it as like, okay, let me use you as a rental, and you're just going to play on that rental contract until basically being a bridge quarterback until we find our franchise guy via the draft or via free agency or via trade.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
So do you think Justin Herbert's job is secure?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. He just signed the deal like last offseason.
He just got a $4 million. I mean, not $4 million, a 4 year, extension.
Yeah, he got a
just
4-year
another 4-year
extension.
I don't know why I'm twisting my words up today, but man, that leads me to my next question.
That's what losing does to you.
Both of my teams lost. Texas, Chargers.
See, that was abysmal.
It's tough.
Prayer view.
But nah, man. On my boy Herb, man. After this weekend's performance, man, where does Justin Herbert rank amongst quarterbacks in the NFL now?
Before we answer, let's ask you.
For
Because
me.
you are the Charger man.
Right.
Yeah, let's floor is his. I'm not gonna say a word. Let him.
Well, with me, do I still believe in Justin Herbert? Yes. I still feel like I had him top 5, but I was a little, I mean, I needed some humble pie, whatever it's called. You know what I'm saying? I had to be humble. But like I had him top 5 because he's talented. He's very talented. He has all the tools to be an elite quarterback. We all know that. And if you can't see that, your ass just don't know football. You know what I'm saying? But I had to put him like that. He done moved down to like that 10, 11, 12 range. I ain't gonna lie. It's just that performance. I know it was hard. It was hard to watch. I've never seen him play like that. It was real hard. Like I ain't gonna lie. I have never seen him play like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wasn't done. Oh. When you zooming in, I was confused. I thought you were saying, Nah, I had never seen her play like that, man. That was tough to watch. It was tough. It was tough. But I wasn't surprised, bro. This is the same defense that made Jared Goff throw how many picks? 5 picks. Hey, and we didn't even, nobody criticized him. But
Shit, he won.
He beat. Oh damn!
He
They did.
When you win, you forget everything.
I guess, but I guess. I mean, same team that had Josh Allen. Y'all had him what was he? 16 for 31.
He's 9 for 30.
9 for 30. My fault. But yeah, that defense is just elite. We can't. Come on. They stepped up. They came in the playoffs and they did what they had to do, bro. Like I already knew their defense was elite, but they showed me even more. Like okay, like these niggas serious. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I feel like we don't give the Texas defense enough credit. Like real shit. Like Jordan Love, 2 interceptions against y'all, bro. Josh Allen, he did go 9 for 30, and then he only had 131 yards against them, bro. Like. So, and then too, Jim Harbaugh literally said Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter are the 2 best pass rushers that we played all year. Mind you, we done played Max Crosby, what's his name? Bonito? We played Bonito. We done played some fairly good teams this year that had like some electric players, bro. Like we done played some good teams that had all those players, but this was the best defensive team that we fucking played. And it showed, literally. Like, Herb couldn't get anything done, man. And it sucks. But I still believe in you, bro. Keep on working, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully this draft come around, get you some more weapons, you know what I mean? Because we only got that. So, hey.
One question. Who is the next best quarterback in the NFL according to you? after Herbert? Like, who's right below him? Who would you say?
I had him, 10, 11, 12 range.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said. Fuck.
So who is under him?
Like, if he's 10, who's 11? If he's 12, who's 13?
Oh, damn. Okay, I could put him like 11. So, I said 10, 11, 12 range. So, 11, I could say I like Baker Mayfield.
You have him right below Herbert?
Yeah.
So Herbert is above Baker.
No, he's below him right now. Just right now.
But like, who is below?
No. I'm asking who is below. I just want to see who the
below
bar.
him?
Yeah, you just said Baker.
So Baker's above him. So who's below? Who below Herbert?
Yeah, Baker.
That's not a bottom tier quarterback, like a real deal. Like
Probably Golf. I say Golf. Damn, Golf could perform way better than Herbert.
no, that's your treasure.
I'll
That's
take
what you
that.
say. You stand on it.
I take that.
We can't take away how you process, how you think. It is what it is. Like, that's your view. That's what it is.
And I respect it. And Lee, we can roll around to me and that charge. You can piggyback off of this, but man, I never thought I'd see a day a Los Angeles Chargers fan and a Justin Herbert, supporter amidst the truth. I mean, this guy right here is not a top 10 quarterback. I mean, if he's 10, he's 10th. He's not, I promise you. So many of these top tier guys get it done in the playoff. And not to say that they go win Super Bowls, not to say they go win the MVPs and they got the beautiful arm talent that I'm going to say Joe Burrow. What's his dude? Justin Herbert.
He got beautiful arm talent too, though. Let's be real.
But
He's a talented quarterback.
enough is enough. Like, enough is enough. I'm sick and tired of this dude getting praised because of his ability, not because of the results he put on the field. I mean, he can sling it 80 yards. He's above average in athleticism. I mean, he was before this game, was considered a top 5 quarterback in the National Football League. With what resume? He had Mike Williams, who was a top 15 receiver in his prime before, obviously the injuries.
Yeah.
He had Keenan Allen, which was considered a top 10 receiver in his prime when that tandem was together, a top 10 receiver. Austin Eckler, which was a top 5 bag. I mean, he was number 1 in fantasy. Shoot, if he was a fantasy player, you remember Austin Eckler. Los Angeles Chargers, Austin Eckler, I remember him.
In LA, they got Eckler paid because of that season for sure.
And all of that equal to what? No playoff wins, beautiful throws. What accolades does Justin Herbert have? The only accolade I can truly remember him having is what? Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, it's. I got about 10 fingers of quarterbacks who are better than him. Obviously, we know the obvious. I could just state them now. Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. C.J. Stroud has officially became better than Joe. I would say Joe Burrow. C.J. Stroud is officially better than Justin Herbert. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it because 2 seasons in the NFL, C.J. Stroud took his team, won the division. He's in the divisional round at bare minimum.
But I mean, y'all division,
no.
Y'all division easy.
But it's a bad. This is a considered.
I'll respond to that. Our division is easy, right? Like in general, our division is easy.
No, who y'all
Colts,
We got
Jaguars and Titans.
Yeah, our division is easy, right?
That's easy compared to us.
Okay, y'all had a playoff game against a team that I think barely even scraped 500 record, and Justin Herbert had a 27-0 lead and lost. You know who that game was against?
The Jags, yeah.
The team in our division.
I don't know how the hell that even happened. From what I be hearing, bad coaching, woo-de-woo. I didn't get to see that game. I didn't watch that game. So
We watched it, most definitely.
So what was the problem?
We
They said most of the second half, they were just running the ball the whole damn time.
Y'all forced, 5 total turnovers that game. Y'all forced Trevor Lawrence to 4 picks. I think 1 fumble from, I don't know the name of the player that fumbled the ball, but the offense, y'all didn't turn over the ball once. So the offense was just stagnant.
So was it just play calling? Like what? Like from y'all point of view, like what?
I mean, we can talk about that another day. I mean, 27-0, 27-0.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable.
That's
but I mean, Justin Herbert, he gets praised more for his ability, what he can do throwing the football than the results. And I think it's about time that we hold him to that standard. If you're an elite quarterback like everybody's saying you are, you have to do something in the postseason. Lamar Jackson get criticized. He gets buried for not winning the going to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. And Justin Herbert gets top 5 talk because he can throw a pretty football. I mean, come on. We have to be serious here. I mean, Justin Herbert is an extremely talented quarterback. Just like we could say Jordan Love is an extremely talented quarterback. They had God-given ability throwing the football. But when it comes down to wins and losses, especially when your team needs you the most, he doesn't come up clutch whatsoever. And obviously, a lot of things can play into factor. But at the end of the day, when you win those games, who the credit going to? The quarterback. And when you lose those games, who the credit going to?
Quarterback.
So it's just, it's positional value. You get the praise when you win, you get the hatred when you lose. And quite frankly, we seeing I consider Jaden Daniels a better quarterback than him. Jaden Daniels is a better quarterback than Justin Herbert. Baker Mayfield's a better quarterback than Justin Herbert. Jordan Love is a better quarterback than Justin Herbert. Jared Goff is a better quarterback than Justin Herbert. And you know why? They get it done in the postseason. Mm-hmm. They done won multiple games in unfavorable situations, just as you said, y'all had little to no help. But when y'all did go to the playoffs that first time, they had Keenan Allen.
They did.
They had Austin Eckler. They had they was favored in that game. Like, it's too many excuses given to Justin Herbert. Top 10 is bare at minimum. But as far as trying to compare him to these top tier guys, I think he's out of that conversation until he proves himself in the postseason. He's in that realm of quarterbacks where it doesn't matter what you do in the regular season, because all we're left with is 27-0, 4 INTs, 13 QBR, 4 interceptions. That's all we know. It doesn't matter what you do in the regular. It don't matter if you get an All-Pro. It don't matter if you get a Pro Bowl. It matter what you do in the playoffs for Justin Herbert from here on out. So,
for sure.
In my opinion, he's 10 minimum.
I respect it.
I think Justin Herbert is a very talented individual. I think that he is one of the most talented quarterbacks the NFL has ever seen. And if we're going off of regular season statistics, it proves it. I mean, he has the most passing touchdowns and the most passing yards through a 5-year stretch of their career in NFL history. And the NFL been around for 100 years, so that could tell you all.
He threw for 5,000 his first year.
Exactly.
That shit crazy.
With less games.
And he played coming off to replace the injured Tyrod Taylor. Mm-hmm. So the amount of talent that he has is incredible. Yeah. And to be fair, if more than half of the teams in the NFL would get rid of their quarterback for Justin Herbert, I think we can all agree to that to a certain extent.
For sure.
But if we're going into the NFL season and just the NFL in general and looking at these upper echelon guys and seeing where these quarterbacks rank compared to others, then we're splitting hairs. And when we're splitting hairs, we're deciding off of what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me in the postseason when the lights are the brightest? What has your team done for you? What have you done for the team in general? And with Justin Herbert, it's like the Chargers, they kind of remind me of that same mode of like Phillip Rivers. Like super talented quarterback, able to get the job done in the regular season to keep the Chargers at worst case scenario very competitive, competing for playoff spots. And then when the playoffs come around, it's open season. Justin Herbert is a great talent, but he's nowhere near Mahomes. He's nowhere near Lamar. He's nowhere near Burrow. He's nowhere near Allen. Those, I think we can all agree to a certain extent, are the Mount Rushmore of the current landscape of NFL quarterbacks.
Right.
Now, everything else can be subjective until proven otherwise, but they have the accolades and the cachet to validate their rankings.
That's all he's missing.
But the problem is, like, C.J. Stroud been in the league for 2 seasons, and he's done way more. Shit. Just in his rookie season.
Jaden Daniels has.
Baker
Mayfield.
Bo Nix has in his first season.
Bro.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say Bo Nix, but he played. This is his Bo Nix first playoff, and he played better.
But still,
and I'm just like,
Bo Nix, no, you can't.
I'm not saying that he's better than him, but what I'm saying is in the postseason, I've seen more from Bo Nix in this one blowout loss to Buffalo than I've seen in 5 years of Justin Herbert's entire career, which is honestly saying something.
Nah, let's not get too disrespectful. Now, he did get that 27-0 lead, obviously. Prior to him choking it, he did get it. So we got to pull up the stats from it. But, I mean, Bo Nix, all he did was throw a deep touchdown, and that was the end of his game. So, I'm like, let's not just sit here and...
I ain't disrespecting him.
No, I'm not saying for you, but I'm saying, like, that's... We kind of going off of recency. Herbert looked awful, and... Bo Nix, I mean, he was a rookie. We kind of give him the cachet, but it wasn't as bad as what Herbert just did.
I'll defend it by saying this. You could do as much as you want on the offensive side of the ball to get as big of a lead as you have, but 27 points and you're not able to close the deal, that's something. And like, Bo Nix started the game with a 7-0 lead, beautiful 50-plus yard touchdown, and didn't do nothing for the rest of the game. And we could play the context game for both of their performances. But 27-0 is insane. 27-0 is awful. 27-0 when you have the lead and got the chance to make some shake, putting your team to the next round, going up against a team that not only were you favored in, but going against a squad that overall you're more superior than, and you're not able to close the deal. That's a stain. That's a stain on his career.
That is, and he has this one, and now the Texans. He has that one, and now the Texans one, and it sucks. Like, it sucks. 'Cause everybody's going, even next year, they're going to be like, because I know he's going to play good in the regular season. But it's like, nobody not going to care. They're going to be like, nah.
We've seen it already.
He's in that, at least to me, he's in that Dak Prescott range of like, okay, the regular season is just irrelevant for you right now. We could say the same thing about Lamar, but Lamar has so many regular season accolades that, like, he's damn near a Hall of Famer already.
He has playoff wins. And he done got to, like, the divisional championship games and everything like that. Hell, he went against y'all last year in that, so.
Yeah, but the thing about Herbert is, like, I don't know if it's going to essentially get any easier because Mahomes isn't going nowhere. Then all of a sudden the Broncos are back to being competitive again. And for as terrible as the Raiders' season has been, they're a scrappy team. I'm not sitting up here and predicting the Chargers are going to be fourth in the division next season. But what I'm saying is it's going to take a lot for Justin. I mean, Justin Herbert hasn't even won a division title yet.
I mean, we can't.
I'm being real.
He would never win a division title. Mahomes would have to be injured to him to even sniff that. But as long as Mahomes is in the AFC West,
I believe
they're winning every single year.
But we have the potential. The Chargers have the potential to win that mug. I feel like now, with the direction they're going now, yes, they do.
I'll say this.
I feel like they do.
Because I don't want to sound disrespectful to Justin Herbert. Like, I feel like he's one of the few quarterbacks in the NFL where you can have him, if all things go right, at least for a season stretch, he could take that team to a potential Super Bowl run. But he's not someone that's going, at least at this moment in time, he's not going to carry you across that finish line.
I hope he use all this criticism and hate that he getting and use that fire. Like,
I hope so.
I hope he do.
I hope so too.
Charles, I got a big question for you. Do you believe that Justin Herbert, he need a picture perfect scenario in order for him to be successful? Or is he a game changer or a game manager? Because now at this point, it's like, if we say he's a game changer, then we had so many examples of showing why he isn't a game changer.
It's so hard because Herb won, helped the Chargers win like 11 games this season. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And he battled with those tough teams as well. But, like, it's hard. I don't even care about regular season no more, bro. It's just like postseason. You know what I mean?
But I think that's more of an interesting question.
It is.
Because, Herbert didn't have the OP team, but he carried them to the. I'm not even gonna say he carried them because that team was a run first, Greg Roman style offense, a Harbaugh style offense, which took a lot off of his play. I mean, he threw 23 touchdowns. I mean, that's not a lot for 17 games. Let's be honest.
I want to lean game manager, but I also want to give Herb credit where credit is due. It takes a hell of a quarterback to be successful in a Brandon Staley-led coach team. Like, for that shit show that he had over the past his tenure as a coach, and for him to be as productive as he was, it takes a special talent to do that. And also,
Nah, wait, hold up. They had talent. Now you know how bad coaching is, and I'm not no
they had
disagreement,
Tom
no
Telesco.
disagreement for you and you relating like the coaching. But
yeah, I'm talking about coaching specifically.
but I'm saying like he had a certain level. I mean, they had talent. They had stars there where you could at least make it to the playoffs, and then afterwards, coaching would be a main factor when you go up against those top tier teams.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the coaching for him with those level of teams, when Brandon Staley was there.
I think he's had what 3 coaches in his career, and then
Who was his first?
Oh, what is his name? Lloyd.
Damn, he
It was
was
Lloyd.
the black
It was Lloyd. Yeah, black coach, bald headed Lloyd.
Yeah, Lloyd.
Then he got fired after that season, and it was
Brandon Staley. Now you got Jim Harbaugh.
Yes, he's had 3 coaches in his
Jim
career.
Harbaugh's probably been the best coach he's had.
He's the best coach by far. But
sure, yeah.
And then also I want to give Herb a little bit of grace. If we're just going off of what we've seen recently, going off of recency bias, then there's obviously he played terrible in the biggest moment.
Yeah,
but
it
it doesn't. A blind man can see that man didn't have weapons outside of Lad McConkey.
Nah, for real.
Like I will
was
give
trying to
him
figure
some
out-
level of grace.
I was trying to figure out like what else could he do? What else could he do? Y'all defense had that shit on lock. The man got pressured I don't know how many times. He got sacked like what 3-4 times probably.
I mean, we could play the what if game all we want. The fact of the matter is, it didn't go to the results that Justin Herbert probably would have wanted. But I would want to lean towards, if he's a game manager, then he's probably one of the best game managers in the NFL. And I think that's the best way I can give him praise. If he is a game manager, he's one of the best in the league, and that can't be debated whatsoever.
I respect it. Yeah.
One.
All right, but man, moving on to the next topic, man. Divisional round playoff predictions. Chiefs versus the Texans. I already know who y'all got.
I mean, I guess you could say who I got because I'm a Texas fan, and if this week I'm gonna have to die on that hill, I'm gonna just have to die on that hill. But I'm gonna take the Texans in the 24-21 ball game, man. And only reason I'm doing that, and I'm not just off of blind faith, and because I'm a Houston Texans fan, I'm a diehard. I honestly think our defense can put up with that high-powered offense. Now, Mahomes is another story, but I think this is the first time all year. This is probably the most healthy the defense has been. For the exception of, Petrie and the exception of Ward, we got a linebackers back. Our secondary is pretty damn good. And CJ, for what it's worth, man, he played like a completely different person after that fumble. And, I don't want to, I don't want it to be blind faith. I don't want it to seem like I'm just some crazy man. But I think we can ride that moment. And I don't know if y'all remember what I said, but that Tennessee Titan game when he went 6 for 6, 50 yards, threw the touchdown to Nico, I said, I don't know. I feel something. I feel some type of momentum picking up. He had good stretch. He kind of building his confidence. Obviously, I was wrong prior to the fumble. But I think CJ gonna go in there with a little more confidence. Like he kind of sees, like, okay, like I can do it. I can utilize my legs. I think the main focus for this weekend against the Chiefs is CJ Stroud. You got to put your body on the line in order to get the ultimate goal.
Learn how to slide. You have to learn how to slide.
But I don't even care about that. You just have to give the defense a threat of you running. Like, even if you don't run, give them the threat. Because majority of times I watch the Texans play. CJ is back there waiting for the guy to get open, trying to be a playmaker down the field instead of getting that 5-6 yards, making it a little more manageable because he's trying to get the big play. He's not trying to take that punishment. He's not trying to take a lick. And obviously, you're the quarterback. You don't want your quarterback taking licks. But at a certain point, we see the top-tier quarterbacks like Lamar, like Josh Allen, like Joe Burrow, like Mahomes. Like some of these, the top-tier guys in the league, they're going to put their body on the line in order to get to the ultimate prize. I mean, Mahomes was running in the Super Bowl with one ankle.
Damn.
One ankle. So, I think with CJ, his running ability really opened up how the Texans offense looked because the threat of him running is so dangerous because we didn't know how mobile he was.
We didn't know
Nico
how fucking
Collins.
fast he was. I didn't know he was that fast.
Nah, he has some speed. I mean, Jordan Love and him kind of got the same similar build. They're both pretty mobile guys. They just don't ever use the athleticism. I think Nico's going to get bracketed. I think this is going to have to be a big John Mechie. This is going to have to be a big Robert Wood. I'm sick that we cut Deontay Johnson. I heard it was an attitude problem because he wasn't getting the targets he was deserving or whatever. To be fair, and I respect everything the Texans do because obviously if he was that bad and our receiver room is what it is and we cut him, he had to be a pretty big diva in there. But at the same time, watching him on the film, he was pretty wide open. So it's a two-way street with me and the Deontay Johnson situation because a part of me is like, as a competitor, don't you want guys who are going to be upset if they don't get the ball? Now, obviously, you don't want the diva part of it, which that's the other side where you don't want the locker room cancer, you don't want the turmoil, you don't want him trying to pin people against each other. But he has that competitive spirit of he wants to make an impact on the game. And quite frankly, we seen him running these routes. He's creating separation, and he could have been a viable weapon for C.J. Stroud despite not having Tank Dell to the end and, the leg,
ACL,
MCL, LCL.
The knee.
Hey, prayers to Tank. Prayers to Tank. And then Stephon Diggs, of course, not having him.
Yeah.
So I think our defense can stick up to the task against that offense. But I think C.J. Stroud, you're going to have to – this is going to be a legacy-defining game. If you use those legs effectively and give us a chance – I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility that we can win this game. So I got a 24-21 game. Nail biter.
It's not probable, but it is possible. I'm a Texans fan, so I'm obviously going to go to Texans. But one thing that gives me a little bit more confidence than most going up against a team as talented as the Chiefs is our defense is hellacious. Like, we have a pass rush that we have two guys that you can't double. Like, and in my opinion, we got two guys you can't double in pass sets. We have a front seven that will get after your quarterback, and that if given the right time, they can shut down and plug in those holes in the run gaps. It's going to be a game that is primarily decided by what our offense is capable of doing. And when we're rolling, we look fairly decent. It's just a matter of how long can we sustain it. I'm not going to sit up here and pretend to be oblivious to, sit up here and have blind faith in the Texans. I watched the time where we had Deshaun Watson and D-Hop and Kenny Stills and J.J. Watt go in the Arrowhead and have a 24-0 lead in the first quarter and end up giving up 28 unanswered in the second quarter alone. Like, I seen that happen with my own eyes. So I'm not going to sit up here and act like I got blind faith. But the Texans, to me, they are the same team as last year looking for a different result. I'm going to tell you the similarities. Division winner, going up against a team in the wild card round that has a great defense, at least on paper statistically, as heavy underdogs, beating the shit out of them in Houston and going on the road against the number one seed in the AFC. We're just looking for a different result in Kansas City that we didn't get in Baltimore. And I think out of all the matchups that we could possibly get in the AFC, call me crazy, but this is probably the best opportunity we have the chance of doing it. I think with what we see from the Texans defense, they're going to be ready to play. It's literally just that offense. Now, that Texans defense is insane. They're going to be ready to play against the Kansas City Chiefs. I think as long as our offense shows up to the party, instead of having a late start like they are typically known for doing, I think we have a realistic chance against the Chiefs that, personally, I don't think we would have in any other matchup at this point in time. I think this was the best draw we could get, which is crazy because it's the Chiefs we're talking about. But in terms of matchup, their weakness is their offensive line. And our biggest strength is our entire defensive unit. But really, it could be a toss-up between the secondary and the front seven. That defensive line, if we could get pressure on Mahomes and bring him down and make him feel uncomfortable, I really think that we have a chance of walking away with a victory. It'd be a nail biter, but I say 24-23, the long way.
Nigga funny. Nah, I got the Texans winning this game. I want y'all to win this game. y'all literally have all the necessary tools to win this game. Like Charles just said, their offense is a struggle in a sense. They have Mahomes, best quarterback in the league. He makes nothing into something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like y'all can stop him though. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the D line that y'all have, the two edge rushers, and Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter. That whole front seven is a problem, literally. So it's like y'all shouldn't have any issues. Y'all just have to come to play. I'm more so worried about the offense for y'all, but it seems like CJ has a spark. So if he can play how he played, against the Chargers and everything, shit, y'all can win that game. I feel like it's possible. Kansas City ain't just like, ooh, like, I can see if y'all was like playing like the Ravens or like the Bills or somebody like that, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like y'all can beat the Chiefs. But score prediction, I'll go 27-20. No, 27-26. I'll go that range, yeah.
I think the Texans kind of give me that, like, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but they give me that 2021 Bengal vibe where it's like everything may have not been picture perfect, but you're here now. And Bengals, you remember, I don't know if y'all was, watching, but they played the Raiders first round. And then it was a nail biter, and they barely won that game. And then they went to number 1 Tennessee, and then they won in the nail biter, field goals to seal it, and then they had to go to KC for the AFC Championship. And then we all know how that went, overtime. And I don't know. Like, I don't want to jinx or anything of that nature, but I feel like the Texans, we had the necessary tools. And I don't know. It's a feeling. I think feeling is the main thing I got to emphasize, so people don't just think I'm just crazy. But
All right, but on to the next game, man. We got the Bills versus the Ravens. Who y'all got?
Oh, man, I think this will be the best game of the week, but I'm taking the Bills. Taking the Bills in a 27-24 matchup. I think it's going to be very high scoring. Josh Allen and that team, man, they're going to have to stop the run. If they can stop Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry on the ground, that's the key to success. I think Josh Allen, at the end of the day, going to show why he's somewhat of Superman. Part of this because I kind of want to play him in the AFC Championship with the Texans. So it's a little hard over mine right now, but, I'm trying to put it into the world, good faith, good karma. So right now I'm going to say Bills 27-24, but confidence is not high whatsoever.
I got Baltimore. This is head over heart. The Bills, they're nice, and Josh Allen's going to do everything he can. James Cook might mess around being the most underrated running back in the league, but when you're going up against an offense that's rolling like Baltimore, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, they're getting Zay Flowers back, and they're getting all of their weapons acclimated, at least in some way, shape, or form in the passing game. I don't know how Buffalo stops that buzz, so I got 30-27 Baltimore.
I fuck with that. I got the Ravens. I don't think they're stopping Lamar or Derrick Henry, bro. So I really don't, especially with the way Lamar's playing right now. MVP level, he's gonna win MVP. I don't know. This is the best Lamar that we've gotten. This is I don't know. I'm not gonna say this peak Lamar, but this is the best version of Lamar that we've gotten, and I don't think anybody's touching on that Bills defense, bro. But yeah, I got the Ravens winning. I'm gonna go 30-27. Yeah, 30-27.
Yes, sir.
On to the next game, man. We got the Lions versus the Commanders.
Nah, I think this would be the closest game. I think the Commanders they're going to be extremely underrated going into this matchup, man. I mean, Detroit had one good defensive game throughout, since the plethora of injuries that they received. I might shock y'all with this, so I'm going Commanders. I don't know why I got that feeling. I mean, Detroit being off for that week, Commanders kind of. I mean, I just feel like if it's a nip tuck game, I'm right now. I'm feeling Jalen Daniels. I like for some reason he has that calm, composed presence in that pocket when it's nip and tuck, where he gonna win you that game with his arm or his legs, and I don't know why. I don't know if I'm crazy or not. Or if I'm falling for the delusion of what's going on with this 5 kid in Washington, but I got extreme confidence in him. I'm taking him in a 24-17 game.
Damn.
The cardiac commanders are something serious. And Jaden Daniels is electrifying as hell. And I think their defense showed me something, but there's a difference between going up against the likes of Tampa Bay and going up against the likes of a Detroit. For the longest, I've been saying Detroit is the best team in the NFL when healthy. And I think that statement is going to ring true against the Commanders, which is why I got Detroit in a 27-17 game.
I got the Lions winning this game. I just feel like they're overloaded with talent, bro. And even though their defense can be a little shaky, I feel like they can get it done. I still feel like they can win the game. So I got the Lions winning this game, of course, and the score will probably be. It's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be close. I'm gonna go 20-27, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna go 20-27. On to the next game, though, man. We got the Eagles versus the Rams. Who y'all got in this? This is gonna be a good game.
This one, short, sweet, to the point. I got the Rams. I got the Rams in a 24-20 game. I trust Matthew Stafford over Jalen Hurts. Point blank, simple. I don't care about Saquon Barkley. I don't care about A.J. Brown. I don't care about Devontae Smith. I don't care about Dallas Goedert. I care about who is your quarterback that's going to lead you to that promised land. I feel like Matthew Stafford is, obviously he's a Super Bowl champion. He's more trustworthy. I have much more confidence in him despite, obviously, Philly having, the plethora of weapons that they have on the offensive line and also on the their whole team is stacked. But Jalen Hurts, I just don't. That Rams defense showed me something against that Minnesota offense yesterday, and I don't know if I'm right. If I'm going Coco for Coco Puffs, man, but I don't. I got the Rams. I got the Rams. I don't know if it's just gonna be a upset weekend for the underdogs, but I'm feeling every underdog this week. I got the Rams winning this one.
I did not like what I seen from Philly when they went up against Green Bay. 3 interceptions. Started the game off on the right side of things with forcing a fumble, getting it, scoring immediately within a stretch of less than 2 minutes, but only mustering essentially 10 points in the first half, and seeing the running game get decimated up until that long run at the end of the game. I just don't trust what Philly has going for them, despite the plethora of talent they have on offense and defense. Their defense is real and their offense is talented, but the Rams, not only did they show me something against Minnesota, I have more trust and more faith in what Sean McVay is capable of doing as opposed to Nick Sirianni. And I take that for what it's worth. I got LA, and I got them in, honestly, I think I got them in a 20-17 matchup.
Hey,
I respect it. Me, I like an upset. I'm gonna take the Rams. That Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford connection. Hey, look, I know Matt gonna get it done. I don't know about Jalen Hurts, man. I ain't too confident in Jalen Hurts. Nah, I ain't too confident in Jalen Hurts at all. Puka's out here going crazy. Cooper Kupp out here going crazy. Even though I know Philly got an elite defense or a good defense or whatever you want to call it, I still think that the Rams are going to take this win. I'm going to go... Damn. I feel like it's going to be closer than what we think, bro.
It'll be a good game.
10-7.
10-7 is crazy. Whoa.
14-17.
Nah.
That's more
I feel
like
like it's going to be in the 20s, bro. It'll be like...
7-3.
I'm going to go 27-2. Like, 27-17. 27-17.
You said 3-2?
3-2 is crazy. 3-2 is crazy. Damn, what mother? Okay. All right. On to the next topic, man. Deion, we see the speculation of Deion Sanders and the Dallas Cowboys head coach position. Do we believe Deion would leave Colorado for the Cowboys head coaching job, man? What y'all think?
No. Absolutely not.
I
think speculation is key. I think publicity is key. I think storyline is key. I think Jerry Jones cares more about revenue than what he cares about football success. And obviously, he would wish, they can both go hand in hand with the revenue, the storyline, but also with the wins. But that's just not how it goes. Mm-hmm. And especially with him low paying, he low pays everybody. And then negotiating, he never wins. You see what all the players Dak got. He's the highest paid quarterback in the National Football League right now. And he's not even top 5 in his position. He's not even top 8 in his position, and he getting paid top tier money. Deion, do I believe in his ability to coach and to lead the Dallas Cowboys? Yes, I do. The credential speaks all for himself. He's the best DB we ever seen. Obviously he wasn't alive for him, but he's the best DB of all time. But I feel like the situation has to be picture perfect for him, as in, sons, can I at least get one of my sons here in order for me to coach the team? He's just not going up there, I'm about to coach Dak, I'm coaching CD. Like, it has to be some incentive for him to leave, because why would you leave a gig like Colorado? Because at this point, Alabama is kind of slowly but surely fading away out of the college football scenery. And Colorado, if we realize they're getting more and more and more primetime games. They're becoming, the top tier 4 and 5 star recruits in the transfer portal. They're slowly but surely coming to Boulder, Colorado. And for him, you're not going to have that same level of control that you got over college athletes like you do with professional athletes that's making twice your salary.
Right.
So I feel like Jerry Jones, if you want to bring this one in, there's going to have to be a complete override from what you've been doing in the past. You're going to have to let him have complete control over the football operation. You got to stay away. No interviews, no talk shows, no none of that. Obviously, you're the owner. You're entitled to do what you want because it's your damn team. You can fire and hire whoever you please. But in order for you to bring in that big fish, the biggest fish out there, which is Deion Sanders, I think you're going to have to allow him to have total control. And maybe that is bringing in a Sanders. I don't know which one of the two. And from the reports I heard, he wants two. He wants both of them. The Cowboys can't get no damn Shador. Mm-hmm. They can't get Shador. So, I don't see Deion leaving Colorado for the Cowboys.
Nah, not at all. What Deion has done in his tenure as a collegiate coach is nothing short of incredible. And I feel like he's more than capable of having a similar turnaround in the NFL. But if it's in any place, it's not going to be Dallas. Jerry has his hand in everything Dallas Cowboys related. Hell, he has his own radio sports show where he talks about the team. He has his own media days. You see him more in the press more than you see some of the star players. And that's just the way that it is in Dallas. For Deion, he has everything that he could possibly dream of in Boulder, Colorado. Like, that is his program. That is his home. He's basically turned that squad, that organization, that whole community and that whole economy upside down, but in the right direction. That team was one of the worst Power 5 programs in the nation for a period of time. And right when he got there, everything changed. Had more people in the transfer portal than anybody else and had that for multiple years running. Now he's got an opportunity to have sustained success. He's got that program on the up and up. They went 1-11 before he got there. Then they went 4-8. Now they are bowl eligible caliber team that was just a spot shy of going to the Big 12 championship game. And if you're in a Power 5 championship game, you have a chance of going to the college football playoff if you win that.
Automatic bid.
Yeah, you got an automatic bid. So he's got that program on the up and up, and he was able to do it in the most picture-perfect way of coaching all of his sons. And I'm counting Travis Hunter as his son as well, but obviously Shador and Shiloh. But he's not going to have that opportunity to do that in Dallas. Dallas doesn't have a high enough draft pick, nor do they have the multiple options of having draft picks to utilize and picking up his sons. They're not going to throw everything in that they can to get Travis Hunter. They're not going to try everything that they can do to get Shador. They already paid Dak Prescott a large amount of money. They're not going to find his replacement immediately. They're not going to go out and get Shiloh unless he's going to be a late round draft pick. they're not in any position to see Deion gaining any level of leverage that he normally would have when compared to a Colorado. So for Dallas, it's probably not going to happen.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I wasn't expecting that. Right?
I'm crying.
That was a good one for sure.
With me, we previously, if y'all be watching the episodes for real, man, we talked about this like, I don't know how many episodes ago, but I'm going to say it like I said last time. In college football, in Boulder, Colorado University, bro, Deion is referred to as Coach Prime. He come to Dallas, he going to be Coach Sanders, all right?
Yep.
So the influence that he has in Colorado, I feel like he should stay there. I feel like that's the best thing for him, especially with the recruits and the talent that he's getting. He just got one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. I think he was ranked like, I think he was top 5 or something like that, but he's like that. But I feel like if Deion, I ain't gonna say if he's smart, because I know like, more money and everything like that, you can provide more and more for his family, right? Build generational wealth, which he probably has already done. But I feel like he should stay in Colorado, man, and keep that influence with the, not the students, with the athletes, with the collegiate athletes, you know what I'm saying? You go to NFL, like T-Cal or one of y'all said that, you got players out here that's making twice or 3 times as much as your salary, you know what I mean? So, my opinion, I say stay in Boulder, keep on bringing them wins in. Y'all are a bowl eligible team now, you know what I'm saying? So, like, keep bringing that talent in. And who knows? Y'all might win a natty. Who knows?
Yeah.
So,
They got to change.
nah, they do for sure. All right, man. Hey, college football playoffs, the championship, man. Hey, we got Ohio State versus Notre Dame, man. Who y'all got?
Final game, man.
Hey.
Not gonna lie, it's been a long time coming, man. Were they the team we were expecting from the beginning of the year?
Nah, I didn't.
No.
Nah.
Absolutely not. Especially with Will Howard playing quarterback, I didn't really give him too much of a chance. But, I mean, we're here now. Notre Dame. It's hard for me. I like that coach. I like Marcus Freeman. I like Jeremiah Love. That's the running back. Riley Leonard, I'm not that big. I can't stand Riley Leonard. He's not, hey. League chances, I mean, this is the best you're going to get, baby. But I'm going to take Ohio State. I trust enough in what they got going on. I like the running back duo of Judkins and Henderson. I mean, Jeremiah Smith, I mean, if you're going to bracket them like you did against Texas, I mean, Ibuka, I mean, you better go have a day. Tate, you better go have a day. But that defense is ferocious. And I believe Will Howard can get it done despite, I mean, I don't like Will Howard. I can't even fake it for you. I can't fake it for the camera. I don't like either of these quarterbacks. So I can't fake it. I'm taking Ohio State because I got to take Ohio State, okay? I don't like either, yo. To keep it short, sweet, to the point. Charles, you go.
Hey, my pick for going all the way when these playoffs started was Notre Dame. They haven't made me look like a fool yet, and I don't think they're going to make me look like a fool now.
I just Hey, look like pulling out.
Nah. Notre Dame ain't made me look like a fool yet, and they're not going to start. Ohio State has a great defense, but so does Notre Dame. I mean, I know what you've seen them do to that running game of Penn State, how they shut down. Even with Singleton getting as many touchdowns as he did, I mean, he had to earn and fight and scrap for every single inch that he was able to get on the football field. Riley Leonard, I think, is the perfect story for a collegiate quarterback. Prototypical as far as like, hey, this guy may not be good for the league, but hey, he is the perfect guy you want to have in your organization, as able to make the right necessary plays to potentially will your team to that promised land. I mean, Ohio State, they have a great set of weapons, and offense has been downright amazing. But if Notre Dame is able to get a lead early, and if they're able to just keep it close, I think they find a way to squeak through. Today may be a new day, but I'm going to be a free man.
Break it out and then should we pass the verse?
Hit.
Top.
This nigga here. This nigga say hit.
Oh,
There you go.
for me, man. I like how both teams look. Very talented teams. Two good coaches. But I'm gonna have to rock with Notre Dame on this one, man. I'm gonna rock with Notre Dame. I like what I see from them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Riley Freeman. Hey, free man. Come on now. Hey, I'm gonna rock with.
You say Riley Freeman?
That's his name.
Riley.
His name not Freeman?
Wait, who?
I said Notre Dame. I said from Notre Dame. That's
Who are you talking about?
This is talking about Boondocks.
His name is not Riley.
What the fuck is his name?
Nigga, that's Boondocks.
No, I know. Oh, fuck. Cut it. Notre Dame winning this game. Marcus Freeman. I feel like you're gonna hold the championship up, man. So I'm gonna ride with y'all.
And with that being said, man, that's the conclusion of episode 36 of Check the Stats podcast, man. If you made it to the end of the episode, man, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Follow all of our social medias. It should be down in the link tree below. Man, we're going to keep coming to you with these bangers. We're going to make sure he knows this ain't Riley Freeman. It's Riley Leonard, goddamn. And hopefully we come back with the next episode, man. My Texans are up. And we're going to the AFC Championship. But Charles, you got any last word before we get out of here, man?
Shout out Big Jess. Hey, man. Put them Chargers in the slammer when them Texans drop that damn hammer. Because if you need them facts, check them stats. We are.
Y'all don't do. Y'all don't do. Fuck off me, nigga.
Yeah, he phoned.
Catch that damn ball, nigga.
He phoned again.